Hello everyone, Mystic Magic Lady here. I get into the energy for today. I'm sorry I did not post yesterday. I hope you all survived the energies. It was a little rough yesterday, I'm going to admit. So let's get into the energy today. See what's going on the collective for September 17th, 2021. But whenever you see this will be the right time for you. Okay. All right, let's see. What is the energy today? What are we dealing with in the collective? What are the energies? What are the challenges? Or potential outcome? More. Okay. All right, let's see. What is going on today on the collective? What is the energies? Wow. Okay. Yes, a lot of burdens. Okay, so I'm feeling this energy of having a lot of burdens. Some of you maybe at the end of, maybe feeling a little bit at the end of your rope. There's definitely an energy of some tensions, some burdens, really trying to close up some cycles of things that have been a bit heavy, a lot of tension, some stressful situations. There's definitely an energy of having to handle some heavy burdens for sure, and also coming to the end of some cycles where things have been difficult. Really trying to maybe close some cycles out that have been a lot of some stressful, draining situations for some of you, maybe having to handle a lot of burdens. And, this is, yeah, let's keep going. Let's see, let's see what the challenge is. Okay, challenge today. Feeling, this is a weary, being tired, carrying around a lot of burdens, having a lot of responsibilities. There may be some of you just dealing with a lot of pressure, a lot of stresses. What's the challenge today? Okay, wow. Okay. So, the challenge is really being able to move forward. The hangman, or the hang in reverse here, is telling me that there is a challenge to be able to see things from different perspectives, being able to have some forward movement right now. That is a bit of a challenge, being able to move forward after a time of, maybe looking at different angles, different perspectives on situations. There's this feeling of, there's a difficult situation, or maybe a bunch of responsibilities that some of you are carrying around, or there's just been there's just some heavy energy, some stress, some some obligations, responsibilities, things that have just been a little bit hard and rough. And it's a challenge to really be able to move forward and maybe cut some things loose that are not really serving you anymore. Maybe a challenge to really start taking forward action again on some situation. Too many cards. Let's see, what's the potential outcome here? Okay. Yeah. All right. So there is forward action. There will be some forward movement. There is a situation here that's difficult. I'm not going to lie. There's definitely a difficult situation here. For some of you, it's, something that you've had to handle and something you've been dealing with for quite some time. And, maybe you're getting to the end of this situation. You're, maybe ready to move forward. Maybe shut down some situation or close close some cycle of something that has been a lot of stress. Um, and it's a challenge. There's a challenge to really move forward right now. Perhaps you might be having a hard time seeing things in, seeing something in a different way. Um, but there's definitely some tension and a situation that may be quite stressful that you're trying to really get out of and end. And there is movement. Some of you might be really moving out of a difficult situation, whether that's a relationship or maybe a friendship, a relationship, or a relationship with a coworker, or maybe a job. Some of you may be having some difficult times at home, maybe this stressful situation, and you're trying to move out and move away from it, and you will. There's definitely going to be an opportunity to move away, move out of a relationship or out of a job if it has been a struggle and, filled with some tension and maybe a big struggle. It may be coming to a close. You may not be able to see it just yet. You might be, having a hard time really being able to move forward from this situation, but there will be the opportunity to leave and to move on to something that's more satisfying and calmer and less stressful. So whether that's a relationship or a job, or some of you might be actually moving your residence, maybe you're living with people that it's been stressful and you're going to be moving out on your own or into a different situation that's going to be a little bit calmer and more peaceful. But there's definitely a need for you to get out of some situation because it's come to a completion. You're almost at a completion and it's been a struggle and you're done with it. You're having a hard time figuring out how to move forward, perhaps, but give it some time because you are going to move out of this situation. Let's clarify with this. Yeah, so I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news. So, I mean, this energy has kind of been following us around the last couple days. It's not going to get easier just yet. It will, but we are coming into the Mercury retrograde period. So, that's going to be a time where you're reevaluating things, maybe looking at things again, trying to end things that are no longer serving you. Don't be surprised if people come back from the past in these next few weeks. You may have things come up from the past. There may be something you started that you may have to reevaluate. But there's definitely some tension going on, and a bit of a struggle for some of you still. Struggling to end something. All right, let's clarify this Nine of Wands, this energy today. Clarify the Nine of Wands. What is this energy today we are dealing with? Aha. Okay, the Shaman of Wands with the Nine of Wands here. So what does that mean? What does that mean? That means that there is a situation. For some of you, it could be a work situation that you're in. For others of you, it's a relationship, friendship, something like that. Um, that has been a struggle. And is leaving you feeling a bit depleted. Okay, some of you are really trying to take forward action in a certain direction that is going to give you passion. You know, you're trying to reignite some passion and excitement for some of you. Um, for others of you, there may be a situation with someone who is maybe a bit older. There could be a relationship with someone who is an older person, and it could be coming to an end. There could be some tension with this person. For some of you, this could be a sexual kind of partnership or relationship where there has been some tension, sexual tension. It may be, some of you might be in a relationship with someone older, and it may be it may be a little bit difficult. Some of you are trying to find your passion, and some of you are having a hard time really um, moving forward and feeling excited, feeling passionate about some area of your life. Okay, and there could be a bit of a block for you to ignite that passion, move forward. Some of you are really trying to find some stability and having a hard time really maybe igniting some passion again in some situation, whether that's with a person or maybe a job or some kind of hobby or project that you've been involved in that has become burdensome, has become stressful. Maybe you've tried to, maybe it started out exciting and you had this passionate drive about some aspect or some situation, but it's become a struggle, and you're perhaps losing that excitement, losing that drive, losing that passion for whatever it was that you once had, and you're ready to really maybe move on from this situation. Let's clarify the challenge here. Mm. Yeah, devil. Okay. Being stuck. Okay. This is still being stuck on some aspect of something that is holding you back. Okay. There is still a challenge to break free and to move on from something that is no longer serving you. Okay, whether it's this relationship with someone that maybe it's losing its passion, or some project, or could just be in yourself. Maybe there's some old worn out aspect of yourself that you need to let go of. Maybe it's a some kind of addiction, or maybe it's some kind of negative thinking pattern, or negative uh, habit or thought pattern, or maybe it's a relationship that's toxic that you're still holding on to, because there might have been a lot of passion there at what time and excitement, but it's become stressful, and it's whatever it is, it's not really serving you, and it's not healthy, and there's still a challenge to break free. For some of you, it's just maybe an obsession over a situation that has been stressful, and you're obsessing about it, and you need to just let it go and walk away. Okay. It's going to be different for everybody, but there's still some negative aspects that has to be looked at and let go of. And that's still a challenge. So sometimes it's just a challenge to recognize that and admit it to ourselves, right? For others of you, it could be a toxic job or a relationship or situation that you're still tied to and having a hard time maybe seeing things in a different way, or having a hard time really moving forward and trying to walk away from this kind of energy. Okay. Um, let's clarify the Six of Swords here. What is the yes outcome? Okay. Shaman of Swords. So you're going to have to speak up about some situation. Okay. Whatever it is, you're going to have to speak clearly, communicate, cut yourself off from the overwhelming emotions, okay, and have some clear communication and speak your truth in order to get out of this situation, in order to move away from a relationship that is no longer healthy for you. And you might have to speak up about it, okay? It could be a job, whatever it is for you. If it is a toxic job, a stressful job situation, maybe you have a there could be a boss or someone who's in charge in some work situation that has been really stressful, and maybe they may just be giving you a a lot of stress, and it may be time that you speak up about it. Okay, you might have to let them loose. You might have to let go of this, whatever this situation is, this job, this relationship. If there's someone in your life that has been um, a burden, you need to speak up. Um, and if it's something in your own personality, there could be something you're holding on to, something that has been stressful, and sometimes it's just your own negative habits or self-talk, but you're going to have to really get clear with yourself and with anyone else that is keeping you from moving on to something better and moving into a more calm, peaceful direction. Okay, you're going to have to speak up. There's some truth. Um, for some of you, this may be a difficult conversation that needs to happen. For some of you, this could be a really toxic situation, relationship that you really need to speak up about. Some of you have been really in it for a while and have been in a stressful situation. A relationship that may be toxic. Some of you could be really having to speak your truth and really speak up about some situation that is just no longer serving you. It's been stressful, and you've been carrying around a lot of burdens, and it's time to let them go. All right. Um, so a conversation is definitely going to have to happen. You're going to have to speak your truth in order to move forward. Okay. Let's get a message here from the unicorns. Maybe they could give us a little message that might have something nice to say, because this is all very stressful. I almost don't even want to post this, but I will, because I did it yesterday. But you all know there's some shit going on. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. There's some shit going on, and you're all tied to some toxic stuff, and it's time to look at that and be honest and truthful with yourself and with whatever other asshole you got going on. Okay, I'm just gonna be real right now. I'm breaking it down. There is, for some of you, there is a real stressful, there is a jerk. Okay, there is somebody who is a real jerk, who is tied to some situation that is all up in your business, that is stressing you out. Okay, and you all know who I'm talking to. Okay, this is, I just gotta say it, a real jerk. All right. And those of you know who already know who I'm talking to. And you got to let them go. Somebody is stressing you out. Okay. And the only way you're going to get out of this situation is you got to open your mouth. You got to open your mouth and you need to talk your truth. You need to speak your truth from your heart. Okay. I'm not saying cut people to ribbons, but what I'm saying is speak your truth, because you are tied to some situation. And for some of you, it's a person. It is somebody, a boss or a lover or your father or somebody who is a prick. I am just going to say it. And they are stressing you out, and it's been enough. You're at the end here. Okay. So you all got to look at what is going on. Okay. And why you are so tied to this person or whatever this situation is. Okay. For some of you, it is a relationship with someone who is toxic and a jerk and just has stressed you out, and you're done. You need to speak, open your mouth, speak your truth. Okay. And move on. And that's that. Unicorns, what do you got to say? All right. Exactly. Let go of stress. And what it's true. They say what I said is true. Okay. Because I'm feeling it. I feel right now like I'm just out of nowhere. I just feel it. I feel for whoever it is I'm talking to. I feel your stress and I'm sorry, but you got to let it go. Okay. Enough is enough. The unicorns say true. Yes. What you're asking about is the truth. So you already know. And let go of stress. Don't take on other people's stress. Breathe it out right now. That's what's going on here. Some of you all are taking on other people's stress. Specifically, this person that you're tied to, this person who is maybe, maybe it was a bit passionate at the beginning and exciting, but it's turned into um, fire and fighting and stress and toxicity. This person is toxic. Okay. So you need to let go of that. You're taking on somebody else's stress. For some of you, this might be your father or father figure, and you're taking on too much of the family's stress. Let it go. You need to speak your truth. You need to cut it off, cut ties with people that are no longer serving you. And I know that's hard, especially if we're related to them, right? But you need to let it go, because there's more peace and calmer situation that you could move to. Um, but yeah, some truth needs to be spoken here. Woo! I'm sorry. I got a bit of fire from whatever this situation is going on. I feel it. So, all right, I'm gonna close it up there. I'm gonna let go of this stress because it's not mine. And I suggest you all do it too. Breathe it out. Let it go. Let go of the stress. We have enough stress to deal with in our lives, so we don't need to pick up other people's stress. Okay. So whatever the situation is for you, you already know what it is, what you are tied to, and you need to speak up and you need to let it go. There's definitely something that needs to be let go of here. Okay. All right, y'all. Listen, I hope you all have a blessed day. I know there's some stressful situations happening out there, some burdens and stress, but it's time to let go of that stress and really honor yourself, speak your truth. Don't be afraid to cut people off and situations that are no longer serving you. You don't need all the stress. Life is stressful enough. You don't need to take on other people's stress. So let go of that. Speak your truth. Okay. And it will get better. All right. I will see you all soon. I hope something was helpful for you there. I hope you got a message you needed to hear. And just try to let go of any stress, be honest with yourself, and speak your truth. I will see you all soon. Have a blessed day. Love and light.